Police tactics are under intense scrutiny following the death of George Floyd. As discussions continue about police reforms, tonight we hear from some officers who rely on faith to serve. Correspondent Mark Irons reports.
Albert Martinez felt a call to protect life.
My Catholic faith is what drove me to become a police officer.
Martinez, a former Dallas deputy police chief, now works for the Diocese of Dallas as the head of security. He says there will always be some bad officers because police are a product of society.
Our society is violent, turned inward, where the citizens that become police officers come from society.
Following the death of George Floyd, nationwide condemnation of police brutality and racial injustice. Some protesters say they've experienced racial profiling, different treatment from police just because of the color of their skin.
Everybody knows driving while black is a crime. Being afraid when the police pull up behind you, they don't treat you the same.
Police Chief Jason Armstrong tells me it is an issue and needs to be addressed. He's working to improve police-community relations in Ferguson, Missouri, a city bruised by racial tension and rioting in 2014 following the fatal gunshot to an unarmed black teen at the hands of a white officer who claimed self-defense.
Working towards trying to, to mend fences, trying to repair relationships, from the damage that was done in this community.
But some of those gains hit a wall when peaceful protest over George Floyd's death turned ugly. Officers were attacked with rocks, fireworks, and even some gunfire. There was an attempt to burn down the police station.
It's a gut punch is what it is, as far as the relationships and the momentum that you're trying to gain.
It was very, very heart-wrenching for me.
Father Thomas Burke was appalled by the death of George Floyd, but he says the majority of police have good intentions. He serves the Pittsburgh Police Department as a chaplain. His father was an officer.
I see our police officers patrolling the streets, and they're there to protect our citizens.
Chief Armstrong says prayer and his Christian faith guided him to take the job in Ferguson, and it continues to give him strength.
I wouldn't be here sitting in this office, in this position, without leaning heavily on my faith.
In Washington, Mark Irons, EWTN News Nightly.